That was me when I was in 8th grade.
Oh my god.
Hi you guys, my name is Cherita and I need an intro. I swear like 2019 has been the year for just something dramatic happening every single day, and it's only March. And I've been trying to keep up, but it's hard. But I am here to talk about Shane Dawson because, I mean, why not? So, if you don't know, a couple years ago, Shane Dawson did a podcast where he talked about a lot of things. And his jokes were very dark and not funny. But now, for whatever reason, these jokes are surfacing again. One that surfaced was him talking about a 6-year-old girl, saying that she was sexy. He apologized for that in a video about a year ago, which, I mean, it took him like, what, 6 years? 5-6 years to apologize for that podcast, but that's besides the point. Then this new revelation, this new podcast came forward about him being intimate with his cat and leaving his manly juices all over his cat. So again, people are saying, wow, I can't believe that he would say this. But of course, Shane said it was a joke, so I guess we're just believing people that it's a joke because it's Shane Dawson. And a lot of people are actually canceling him because of said terrible joke. But what really is interesting is how Shane Dawson has been called out for using blackface, for using the N-word, for being homophobic, for being transphobic, or, you know, saying things that are homophobic and transphobic, and fat shaming. But y'all were okay with that. Y'all were okay with the racism. But when it comes to cats, y'all don't play. Like, I don't understand. If a person shows that kind of behavior, and like people say, yeah, it was from years and years ago, and people change and people grow, but people were so ready to cancel him after this cat joke that happened the same time that he used blackface and used the N-word. Like, I am beyond baffled. Yeah, I'm not going to cancel him because of racism, but cats and animals, that's where I draw the line. Can't do it. So back to the thing about, like, Shane said it was a joke and everybody just believed that it was a joke. I just find it funny that when somebody with such a high level of influence tells you it was just a joke or that it never happened, everybody wants to believe them. But nobody wants to believe a small influencer if they were to say, hey, just to let you know, so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that. All of a sudden, you guys need receipts. You guys need a court of law. Like, there's a huge double standard. And that's why right now, like with this whole R. Kelly situation, a lot of people are like, oh, R. Kelly would never do that. Well, why wouldn't he do it? Well, because he's famous, he's R. Kelly, he doesn't need to do it. Well, the need to do anything has nothing to do with how famous you are. So, I don't know, I'm just saying take what people say with a grain of salt, because you guys want to believe this person but can't believe this person even if they put out all the facts and receipts, and then you're like, no, it still probably isn't true. Like, it's just, I would rather, okay, I saw this tweet and it said, folks should just say they don't give a hoot about disgusting behavior if it involves their faith. Stop trying to splain their sins away. We already know dude could rob a bank wearing a white sheet adorned with jewelry and they still wouldn't care because white male privilege. Yeah, like, I agree 100%. Just, even if it wasn't Shane Dawson and, you know, it's R. Kelly, it's privilege in general. It's just privilege. That's what it is, 1,000%. Oh, they could never do it because. Why? So what does that mean? You would do it because you are not at the same level of influence as them? So only people that are poor do these types of things. Like, I'm still trying. So, yes, we know, well, we don't know, but from what Shane Dawson has said, we know that he does not fornicate with his cat. but he makes out with dogs.
Look at him. He's like, queen, give me a cashew.
Queen. Out of his mouth. So gross.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Me. That was me when I was in 8th grade.
Oh my god. He
What?
does this every time. He gets over it very quick.
He's over it. That was so weird.
And everybody was like, but like, don't act like you've never made out with your dog before. Or here's the other one. Well, I mean, everybody does it. So just because people do it makes it okay. And people would be like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that other people do it, so you shouldn't just be focusing on Shane. No. We are focusing on Shane right now. That's the subject and the topic at hand. We're focusing on Shane. Everybody else can get the same heat, but don't dismiss what he did because it's Shane. And like, I mean, I was tweeting all these people, you know, well, I mean, everybody else does it. Okay, slavery used to be normal. Everybody used to participate in slavery. Did that make it okay? No. So stop trying to justify his actions just because everybody else did it or everybody else has done it. It's a very, very toxic way of thinking. Just because everybody does it doesn't mean it's right. You know, like, it's okay to be different. You should probably try it. Try to be different. You'll probably be a lot happier. And honestly, like, there was nothing funny or cutting edge. Like, I'm still waiting for the punchlines for his shock factor jokes that he used to tell. And I'm going to bring in this whole Romeo Lacoste thing because Romeo admitted that he knew the girls that he was sexting were 18, but he believed that they were 17, almost 18. Doesn't make it better, doesn't make it right. However, I'm sure the things that he was saying to these girls were for shock value. You know, like, I'm saying these things to these girls. I mean, I don't know how he thinks sexually, but I'm saying these things and oh my gosh, like, he's getting excited off of it. He was getting joy out of the responses from these girls, just like Shane was getting, he was enjoying the responses that he was getting from these shocking things that were being said. It's okay. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but it's okay to cancel multiple people, or it's okay to call out multiple people. It's not like one versus the other. It's like, no, they both did crappy things, but I need to give both the same treatment. Just like certain drama channels have said, it doesn't matter how long ago that they said such things, they still said it. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Because both things between Roman and Shane, they're both disgusting. What was said, right? A lot of people are saying that, oh, well, Shane Dawson has changed. You know, he's grown, he's matured. But so I did a video titled Dear Shane Dawson, and I really want you guys to go watch it because while yes, maybe he's grown from these disgusting jokes, has he really grown when it comes to problematic thoughts and behaviors? Because what I mentioned in my Dear Shane Dawson video is, yeah, like, he did a docuseries with Logan Paul and it talked about racism, but why is he interviewing a white privileged male about racism? Why is he not interviewing people of color who have been discriminated against, who have been tackled by the cops, who have been called the N-word while minding her business? Like, there's so much that happens in society that Shane doesn't touch on, but if he were to touch on it, like, uncomfortable conversations need to happen for growth. They just do. So why not have that uncomfortable conversation with somebody who actually experiences racism? Just putting it out there. And then when it comes to like people being canceled for something that happened years ago and apologizing, because people are like, well, he's already apologized for it. Okay, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart told a tacky gay joke and he got called out for it. He was ridiculed. People were canceling him left and right. He apologized. He has never told another gay joke since then. He, you know, I don't know who sat down and talked to him, but it sounds like somebody sat down and talked to him and was like, hey, this is not okay and this is why. And he has yet to, you know, say, you know, tell another gay joke, blah, blah, blah. So when it was his turn to host the Oscars, people wanted to bring it up and be like, oh, but he said this and he's problematic. But everybody was like, no, he apologized. He apologized, but because certain people hadn't heard the apology, they're like, well, I haven't heard it, so it doesn't matter. I haven't heard it, so I need to hear it again. And when do you stop apologizing for the same thing that you have already apologized for? Again, you've got to keep the same energy. So is Kevin Hart canceled or not? Is Shane Dawson canceled or not? Like, you can't, they've both done stupid things in the past. They have both apologized for said stupid things. They both have supposedly grown from what they have said in the past. So, yeah. And then the thing that kills me the most is the hypocrisy of canceling people. Like Shane Dawson and his best friend Jeffree Star, well, I don't know so much Shane, but I know Jeffree, has publicly canceled people for less than what Shane Dawson has done or said. And these people could easily have been like, oh, it was a joke. Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, I've changed. But the minute Jeffree Star or somebody else with a huge platform like that cancels somebody, you guys are quick to be like, yes, sis, cancel them. Yes, let's cancel them. Okay, but how come we can't cancel those people for what they've done in the past? Like, I'm so confused. So confused. My thought process is people are afraid of big influencers because they're afraid that, you know, they can cancel them. And it's like, okay, like you're afraid to stand up for what you believe in just because this person has more of an influence in you. But to be completely honest, I can guarantee you, well, if they have a heart and a soul, those people who have like a higher influence will probably respect somebody if they stay true to themselves. But then again, that's just my mindset, but whatever. I think that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because like it's getting ridiculous. And yeah, Shane says he didn't have sex with his cat, but he made out with a dog, and that's disgusting. So, and was that a joke too? But whatever. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Also, do not forget to click subscribe for new content just about every single week. And don't forget to link up with me on my social media. All of that information will be down below in the description box. Until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!